Mr. Speaker, I rise today to speak on behalf of the men and women who have served this nation, those who have defended our freedoms and now face unnecessary obstacles in accessing the care and support that they've earned. New Mexico is home to a strong and proud veteran community with a deep military tradition spanning from Holloman Air Force Base to White Sands Missile Range and from Kirtland to Cannon Air Force Bases. We owe it to those who have served to ensure they can access health care, reliable transportation, and opportunities to succeed in civilian life. That's why I'm introducing a package of bills focused on real solutions, expanding health care access, improving transportation, and easing financial burdens for veterans pursuing an education. No one understands these challenges better than my guest for the joint address, Master Sergeant Roland L. Cooper. Roland, known to many back home as Coop Dog, has spent years fighting for veterans in New Mexico. As chairman of the Lincoln-Otero County Veterans Leadership Council, he has seen firsthand the barriers that rural veterans face. Long travel times for medical care, unreliable transportation, and a system that too often overlooks them. His advocacy directly shaped my New Mexico Rural Veteran Health Care Access Act, which will redraw the Veterans Integrated Service Network lines. This change will allow veterans in Otero and Eddy counties to receive care at a closer VA facility in El Paso, rather than have to travel 4 hours to Albuquerque. But access to care means little if veterans can't get there. That's why I'm also introducing the Rural Veterans Transportation to Care Act, which expands transportation options for rural veterans, so no one has to miss an appointment simply because they can't afford the trip. In rural communities across New Mexico and beyond, lack of transportation remains one of the greatest barriers to accessing health care. We also need to support veterans transitioning to civilian life, and education is a key part of that transition for many. But rising costs are making it harder. The GI Bill book and supply stipend has remained at $1,000 since 2008, even as the cost of textbooks has skyrocketed. My Veteran Education Assistance Adjustment Act will increase that stipend to $1,400, ensuring that no veteran is forced to choose between buying books or paying their utilities or paying rent. These bills were written with input from veterans who have lived these challenges. But even as we work to strengthen these resources, recent job cuts at the Department of Veterans Affairs are making access even harder. Already, 2,400 VA employees have been dismissed. Another 1,400 were fired after them. These cuts include doctors, mental health professionals, and benefits processors, critical roles that veterans rely on. Behind these numbers are real people, real consequences, and real veterans waiting longer for care. VA employees have come forward anonymously, warning that these job cuts are affecting veterans' care and leading to many errors. Some of the people let go were even working on the Veterans Suicide Crisis Hotline. VA services are already stretched thin. These job losses are making it worse. That's why I'm proud to introduce these crucial bills and to host Roland Coop Dog today. Because this is about the veterans in Otero and Eddy County and all rural veterans who shouldn't have to choose between buying textbooks and paying rent, between spending half a day on the road just to see a doctor for 20 minutes. And it's about every veteran who has served this nation with honor and deserves a government that stands with them, not one that makes them fight for the benefits that they've already earned. I urge my colleagues to support these bills. Let's ensure that veterans in my district and other rural districts across the nation receive the care, benefits, and opportunities that they've earned. Because when we say, thank you for your service, it should mean something. It's our duty to back that up here in Congress. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.